hands, but unfortunately it's going to need all 5 to come online here versus Nongshim because they are playing with terrifying pace.
They look solid. I think a lot of us were waiting to see if it would translate as well as it had, at least in the first series. Obviously taking down mates is a very respectable score. But already, G2 obviously on the attacking side if you're just tuning in, and obviously that means NS on the defending side, and an early attempt at a fake. But
good catch by Baby.
That's huge, but RB slipped the net for a second. I thought he might have had a second there. He only gets 1. They know the plan now, and G2 are here quite quick.
Actually, Baby lurking all the way back through B. Danby here set up, waiting for this smoke now. Trent shouldering the angle. Solid hold here, but actually Danby's going to find a headshot.
They might need to speed up here, G2. They need to get closer to the site. It's great having Baby on that deeper lurk, but still, with NS winning out fights on the side like this, it's going to turn things on its head. Luckily, Valen's still on the case, getting body checked here, but Valen, oh my word, he's holding space, gets caught, but does they know where Baby might be? I think he's got a good idea, but the HP, the defining factor. Baby going to shut down round 1 and give G2 the first.
Through the pistol for Baby again. Crucial he doesn't get caught on the retreat here. I think Nongshim already sniffing out. This is a bit of a fake.
Yep.
RB, I'm kind of with you. Almost teed up for a second here with the shorty, but a crucial kill as you saw there in the replay from Baby. Just to trim the fat a little bit, make it a little easier in this post plant. Yes! And again, particularly talking about the pace and something that early on here in Santiago, G2 looked as if they were caught off guard repeatedly by PaperX. And again, Nongshim, that's the sort of thing we're looking for here. G2 to tighten up some of those setups, particularly in the post, not necessarily here on Abyss, but overall for this side. Leaf here, a ton of bodies on the other side of this. G2 well stacked up behind.
Bit nervous in these rounds, but calm and composed from G2, and that's what we need to be seeing, really, is playing to that level of diligence. Hello. And goodbye. Nice little attempt there, all good. Gonna pass with flying colours so far. Whoop. Easy target. As we
a recurring trend
here
in Santiago.
That one I feel a bit more intentional, perhaps.
An early 2-0 lead here for G2.
Comfy stuff. It looks good. Again, when I look at G2, I find it really hard to kind of put them in a box of form, right? Because the potential in this roster has always been just unreal. It's just trying to activate it at the same time.
And the curse, obviously still present in
all of our minds.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the fans, but everyone.
Come into the unknown.
See here, first buy round 4, Nongshim. So a heavy focus towards mid here. 4 players position, and Jorgamo just removes Francis for free.
There's a lot more bodies behind that, but still.
Oh!
That's unreal! Where have you got 2 from? The first, I mean, the control.
It looked like it was off with the crosshair placement as well. RB in mid now going to find Jorgamo. Just 2 left standing for G2. Leaf and Trent left to try and recover here.
Can't use that yet.
Mate, these boys are gunners. That's lovely stuff. Okay.
It was Ivy previously on Haven just went absolutely bonkers.
Well, him and Danby have just kind of won hearts and minds, right? It's kind of seeing that potential carry on is just so sick to see. Now, to be fair to G2, I think timing might be an issue for Leaf. I don't know if he gets caught. He might just get around the corner in time. He does, okay. So they should be able to get a plant and maybe be a little bit threatening about the round, but a 2v4 is a lot to ask for when you've got Bulldogs. And obviously the other side sitting quite nicely with Util and the buy.
Do have a bit of space to play into, though, with Trent making progress all the way.
Don't fall.
In towards, take your time. Oh, he spotted, though.
You're down there one way or another.
He fell anyway.
Okay, Leaf, at least going to get the plant. Oh, at least going to get the plant. That'll be fine, but man, show me those first couple of shots from Ivy. That was pretty sensational stuff.
Micro adjustment there. Like I said, the crosshair placement ever so slightly off, but...
Oh, that second. The spacing's not even bad from G2. No. You can't even really fault them on that. Yeah, shake that one off. All good.
So Nongshim will find a response early here. Yeah, actually, Danby. Just 2 away from Ultimate already on the side of G2. Decent progress across the board. Everybody about past halfway. It's unlikely to see anything here in round 4. Unless we get a big round from Danby.
Could do. And I think this is when my interest in kind of Babybay's form, obviously Jaw's form as well, just keeps catching my eye. Because I think we've seen a massive upswing from Babybay as well. At least from the first game where we saw it to now, it's starting to find a bit more form. But I do think there are some serious gunners on NS, so just be a little bit cautious. Now this time around, it's going to be Francis up on those rafters waiting. Close corner holding by Ivy. Gonna try and greet that front line. Babybay gonna slip the net, but only for a second. Couldn't quite get back in time, but Francis gonna just control the space here, and that pop towards sight looking a little flat.
Already seen the intention here from Nongshim to contest this first layer. Both duelists now removed, and RB gonna follow up here onto Trent.
I wouldn't be trying to bring him into a brawl. The Nongshim guys look sharp. So Leaf and Valorant not being given much of a chance to fight back in. You're looking for mistakes, right? Opportunities to maybe bring a player down, give yourself some slightly better odds here, but Nongshim aren't massively overextending. They're putting a lot of faith in Danby to hold the other side of the map. They can draw those other players back towards top middle, but Valorant unable to pin him down. He's just being toyed with now.
Issue being, though, on the other side, Leaf slipped a little further forwards.
But I like the exchange of space. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And that's the spike, right? Like, I like that they got proactive there and they didn't fight towards that kind of, I guess, deeper B main approach. Nongshim looked very well balanced in my eyes. This has been nice amounts of firepower, good discipline, no overextension, and kind of happy to greet G2 on the door.
Well, this is the thing, they're switching up the defensive formation a couple of times now, just not even really in anticipation of G2 making changes, but again, showing clear intent. They're not willing to back away, hard anchor sights and look for retakes there. Very happy to dig their heels in. See an early timeout here. Around
space to Leaf, but it's not the end of the world. He couldn't really achieve too much on the B site alone without the spike. So again, already really nice reactions. This puts really the question to G2 of what do you have in mind now? Can you activate Jorgamo? Can you activate Babybay? And again, a little bit of a different setup. Envy this time, the one not necessarily solo. RB is here. But they have to be ready to handle that first player in, which is going to be Babybay, and they decide to kind of leave him to his own devices. Handled by, again, Ivy is just so in control, looking very cool, calm, and collected, but they have slipped mid. They don't know about this yet, and now they certainly do. Jaw going to claim a little bit of space and open up a chance. It's towards the A side. Danby the one who's going to be on red alert, feeling all that pressure. But look at the proactivity on the other side of the map. This is, again, very, very good. They are not really resting on their laurels.
Danby, I think he's going to be tested here. Might just be able to...
Can he live?
...exist for the time being. He might be able to catch his transition into main.
But this is stunning. Even if he goes down, look at the time he's buying for this flank and this rotation. It's not really even a flank at this time. But again, for G2 to navigate that, to not over-pressure the point, but Trent's vulnerable here. He's very alone. It allows for a trade. But they're making something of this round. They put the pressure back towards Nongshim, and maybe this position now becomes a bit more readable. There's no pressure coming in towards Jorgamo. He sees nothing towards that CT side, so they can keep this sort of presence here towards A main. Valen, lovely control on the corner, and Francis not gonna have a say. G2 making it work. MasterCard thrifty there in their hands, and they really worked the map on that.
Absolutely. I mean, Danby, as you said, able to buy a lot of time, but it's very one-dimensional approach there, and barely even getting past the first player. I mean, the fact that Trent's able to get away with finding this first here just allows G2 to read the situation towards CT. They know then Alan can challenge here.
Let's go, boys.
Great response found by G2 coming out of the timeout. First instance, really, of Nongshim being caught on the back foot. They said positives elsewhere in terms of being proactive, but G2 just followed through.
And I like this reaction, though, from G2. Maybe understanding the operator could be in play, so a fast mid-piece. Oh! Ivy! Gonna send back to the next round, basically, at this point. Quick pick on that. And then they kind of rescind away. You've still got that three-play pack over towards that deeper T side of things. Leaf feeling that there is someone trying to work A main, so they're going to work this together. The deeper owl drone coming in, and RB.
He's going to hurt this, yeah.
Committed. Valen didn't get the shot he wanted on that spray either.
Francis not yet moving outside B. Danby going forwards here, Leaf will punish.
Oh, it's messy, and G2's just discipline and their ability to wait for Nongshim to try and make some over.
This is an issue now.
Francis Still has a way out of there for a couple more seconds. He wants to drop a body. He wants something on his side.
He's going to TP right under Jorgamo, though.
Oh, and it's a missed shot, and there is the punishment. You had one chance to make it count. And now G2 looking to get their fourth here. Highly likely.
30 seconds left.
Really have a way back into this. 5 strong for G2. We'll be seeing the consideration here of Exros. Won't be noted here, but again, with G2, just hold on to... We're flipping the Thrifty. They could throw a couple of bodies to remove this. I mean, look at what's left. It's only really Danby that's protected in terms of the finances here.
I like the reaction from G2 this one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the only real issue here is, like I said, Francis' position. He's not an operator. It's maybe one. At that point, you've got to credit Jorgamo for actually being proactive on 30 HP and going hunting.
Going looking for EU.
Still gets caught. Yeah.
Nice. So, as you said, as you rightly noted, the economy a little bit lighter behind Nongshim. And after this timeout, G2 have started to really get the tempo right. It feels like the read is there, starting to manipulate maybe the over one of information.
Yeah, is this just kind of like, I mean, by the way, Trent, the presence of mind to still come barreling out the window here to bait out the possibility. But yeah, maybe just a kind of frantic mid-round call because RB's spotted on the end of the TP. But a couple of weird walkouts here. Again, I think maybe catching an extra player because they're trying to compensate for RB's position. They're going to invest here, but it's all a fake. We see where the spike is. It's just to draw bodies here in the anti-eco.
They're biting on this, though, and you feel like they have to because they're on that lighter purchase. So Baby Bay gets to farm a little bit. That's one. He's all pretty much alone here. How much damage can one man do? All right, Mr. Charisma. He's got 3. Just farming up the ecos until then. Danby is going to go down regardless. And they've come back around. Why not after the level of success the Baby Bay had? He's created that safety for the plant. And now they wait for the catch on Exros, who is on the other side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, Baby Bay just used his ult. He's already halfway back, so able to find value here. The round will follow, obviously. Looking very comfortable. It's only Valin missing 1 point in terms of having every other ult available. Damage here doesn't even really matter. You look at what's behind this for G2.
Nice.
On the first, though.
Oh, it's nice to not feel shut out of the game, I guess. You know, and a couple shots. Don't think much else will happen, but, you know, it feels good. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, they've already backed away. So, gonna get himself the Vandal.
And they're letting him know. That's why he's going back to chat. He's just faking. Well. He's just faking as if he's going to go forwards. Now we'll give it up.
There we go. So going to keep the Vandal and move on. But G2's solution has been working wondrously. And maybe it is just overreactions from Nongshim as well to a degree. I feel like they bite pretty heavy on some of these side takes. I was kind of complimenting how proactive they were, but I want to see the balance of understanding when it's that full commitment and when it's not.
Trent impressed from the back lines. Switch up once more, going to leave Ivy tasked with holding down the B side. G2 actually poised towards mid and A, but again, look towards top mid. There's 4 players initially this way for Nongshim. Do they follow through on this pressure early on?
Oh. Well, Jorgamo's been caught. That's Danby applying that pressure further, right? Trying to take that aggressive fight and the right read on rotation, but keep your eye on the spike. That's still slightly pathing towards the B site. Can they punish any of these over-rotations that Nongshim seem to be getting caught on here?
Haven't conceded a player yet, so Nongshim happy to go forwards outside of A. There's a little bit of pressure, and Ivy actually steps back into the spray.
I'm so surprised he went back for that. He was the solo player on the B site. He had to play really, really cautiously. So now with the plant in play, they pretty much evened the score up. And look at the ults that G2 have to play with.
Leaves heard this.
Leaves heard all of this. Now they are clearing middle, but how aware is RB? A little asleep at the wheel. Oh, very asleep. Danby? Come on, man. You gotta be... a little sharper than that, if that's the path you're taking. And now look at what they've got in middle here. Trent going to catch the cross, joined as well in watching this. Oh, it's just lovely. G2 shouldn't feel any pressure. This is a very good reaction from G2, Mike. I feel like they've got a fantastic beat on the game.
Yeah.
It's not that flashy, it's in the cooling.
Total control of the map right now. Nongshim can't find space to reposition here. Again, they almost gamble on the fact that Valorant's able to cut sightlines from so deep with his utility and then be towards B almost instantly on the back of that. It keeps Nongshim interested. And basically being bullied around the map right now. So the number of times we're seeing Nongshim caught in transition, not even really getting a fair fight.
No, and I don't mean, I don't mean.
Continue that trend regardless of the side. Desperately need to see a response here from Nongshim. And to flip the tempo a little bit on G2. They are in the driving seat right now, but Jorgamo with the right response coming out of their timeout.
Yeah, and look at the amount of space he's been taking here. I need RB to live, too. Leaf?
Leaf's going to hear this again.
I think he's heard it.
Right place, right time, once more.
He's done exceptionally well. However, the only difference really being RB succeeds at holding space on CT. The 3-play pack roaming on those back lines also delivers on the front of Leaf. So we're finally seeing an opportunity now. Francis is going to really take no chances. Ult's coming in, take the space, and try and find a way in. Going to pop another ult in for good measure. They are putting everything they have into this. They needed a way to break back in, and this is looking like the solution. Nongshim finally finds some stability after the timeout.
Doubling down on this proactivity. Finally catching G2 off guard. I mean, Leaf in a position where he's set up to potentially find 2 or 3 kills. I don't think we're going to see... Oh. Wow.
Okay.
You can't really fault him for that one.
Let those happen.
Bro, like, come on, man. Come on.
Come on, bro.
A bit of frustration. But again, I mean, G2, in anticipation of this, it's already... The precedent's already been set on the side of Nongshim.
Yeah.
It's maybe the frustration there with just a few engagements not going their way. And costly in terms of ultimates there for G2. Still have the Divide and the Hunter's Fury. Francis will be at least identified.
Take flight.
What's the deal with the recon here?
And the L drone. Francis is staying. Okay, thank God for that. I thought he was sticking around for a hell of a long time.
Be right back.
Dambi.
Panic
Yeah, lets his ult rip there and
now
they follow through now.
Oh, I don't know if I like this. It feels like it's desperate. There's going to be nothing coming out of that, the Nongshim want. Dambi hell-bent on trying to make it stick, but then Jorgamo.
Similar scenes.
Yeah, what is going on between these two? The battle of middle not really settling happily for either side.
Both teams so willing to set the tone of some of these rounds. Not shy away from these engagements here. Looking towards Leaf in particular once more. Oh, yeah, gets a spot. Great trade from Ivy, though.
That's really good from Ivy. A bit of a jump scare after the first, but a very patient round from G2. It feels like they're happy just kind of letting this one simmer for a second. It was that kind of reactive play in middle and now kind of congregating together somewhat, but it's a recovery mission for the spike. So you look at where it's heading, it's going to be A. 17 seconds, so they can't really make mistakes here, and RB's got the paranoia.
That missed smoke should be very telling for Nongshim, but they're still curious towards B.
I'm surprised that they haven't backed away. Full faith in RB, and he can only do so much. G2 have carved a path. They've made something out of nothing in this. I thought they had the right read. Huge deny! I guess they don't need to rotate. They've got Ivy still locked in.
Beautiful catch there to deny the plant. And Nongshim will find number 4.
Oh, it's all smiles.
Yeah, the clock to decide it for them. In the very last second as well.
What a champ.
Look at that, he's so close to the plant. A little bit cheeky with it. We'll bring it within 2.
Oh, they're going for a biff, aren't they? Just about everyone's hit. Oh, that flash is exceptional, but apparently Baby Bay unaffected. Jaw comes back in, and Nongshim in trouble here. It's not stopping though.
RB got
this
one.
time does stand his ground. A refight from Danby. That is just madness at this point, unwilling to let it settle. And it's cost them the player of an even affair.
RB TP'd forwards, by the way, across the choke to get into the fray of this engagement outside A. G2 cut sound here and look to re-aggress towards the choke point. I mean, RB's still here, but only just getting one smoke back now. And Ivy not budging.
Hey, didn't need to last time. Might need it this time. Maybe. Let's see. So yeah, all towards the A site. This time around, it's Valorant's job to try and get this done. Even the Observer's ready, just
Yeah, just ready for another star.
Not to be, so RB going to keep a bit of heaven space. But they're playing 2 on site and 1 towards main for G2. They are ready for that drop. Very nicely positioned from G2. And Ivy this time has to be here.
RB maybe reading this as a looser hold here, but a little overzealous.
It's a treacherous drop down, isn't it? Look who's waiting. It's probably death on appearance, G2. Okay, this time around, weather the initial storm over towards A main and then get across the line clean.
Crazy fight.
Yeah,
Comes back to that same point I was saying. Both teams are so willing to set the tone in some of these rounds. They don't want to show any weakness when it comes to this sort of pace. And RB's team is just so bold.
Fine lines, man.
Baby Bay picking up the freebie here. Full flash. Up to 7 now for G2. Again, still got Hunter's Fury in a divide. Let's see a more choreographed set piece here towards B.
I think that's exactly what we're getting. But now we just need to see that Ivy doesn't get caught again. Last time he got caught out a little ahead of this. Gonna play just on the line here. This is a really sketchy position. Gonna start respecting it a touch more. Allow G2 the chance to get the plant down. You're looking at the rest of the team now working their way through, but G2, the pennies dropped. They're already looking back towards middle. It's Baby Bay. Maybe right place, right time. Divide gonna go in, and Baby Bay goes forward. It's a mad fight. And now Trent's under pressure. He's being pushed. Danby's got him dead. Leaf now the only backline player. Trying to keep back 2. Has to outdo this. What's going on there?
Jorgamo.
That's unfortunate, really. Leaf still trying to keep these guys in check. He's got no chance against them. So Valen left in a 1v3. Francis on 30 HP, but still very much able to get involved here. Valen trying to find a corner, find a player. Can't deal with Danby. Bounds in. It goes for the defuse. NS keeping within touching distance, Mike. They are not out of it yet.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. See, Nongshim, sorry, get a recovery to 7-5 on the half here, Lauren, but it felt like G2 were in firm control of the majority here.
Very happy to see a resurgence at the very end from Nongshim. Not going to let themselves fall apart in this. Going to keep this one very much close to hand. Keep competitive. You saw it at the end there. Very, very nice stuff. And a confidence builder potentially for Danby. Just tuning back in. There was a real sign of life from Nongshim there. I actually like what Minnie brought up as well. Something that I'm quite excited about. The prospect of Danby on that shotgun. But also Jorgamo as well. The original merchant of that business. Can't wait. But we have to pass map one. You absolute misery. Right, it's your round now. You've soured my mood.
Slow push here. Nongshim might get caught with the spat. Jorgamo doing a ton of damage, but
yeah, unconfirmed, but it's there. Valen, ooh, does get hindered, but does he get to
does he
live?
get caught?
They're trying, Belief. Oh my word, Leaf! Just where the buck stops. 3 big kills, and I thought they could have maybe shut down towards Valen or really pressured it, and you're right, Danby's on 5, man. Oh dear, it's not a pretty place to be right now.
Leaf ace. Oh, sure, come on.
Sure. There was a chance on that. There was a chance there, but G2, I mean, that's a dreamy pistol. 5 alive, everything good, ticking the box. You're starting to feel the game out a little bit. Lovely, lovely work.
Huge bailout here from Leaf. Catch
I was
this.
so worried they were going to close down towards Valen.
Yeah, I mean, RB. He's just looking to pressure towards the initial target, being Valid.
You just what?
Yo, I just got 3 kills, guys.
That's what it was.
Guys.
Guys got 3.
Got 3, guys.
Dambi's got a shotgun. It's not the one I wanted, but...
Well, this is your round now, then.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, man. You know what? You wait to see what he does to Baby Bay. You just wait. You just... Oh! I've told lies. Yeah. I've told big old lies. Baby Bay farming. The new age Eco Cobra is here. And RB... got tread down, but Baby Bay is still just racking him up. He got a Bulldog out of it. And he's got maybe a chance for this side. He doesn't have any teammates, though. That's pretty tough. LB.
We take those. With a plant here.
Making something out of it. 30 HP. I think this one might be done. It's done indeed. Okay, so Bulldog.
Did it go over the edge? Valens just saw that he's dropped a classic, guys.
Yeah, I think it did. They're having a look.
They're having. Of course, we'll have a look.
Yeah, let's have a little watch back again. Baby Bay. Man, this guy is farming him up. See if we can spot it being chucked off the map. I don't think so. I don't think
Jorg already had one, right? So
yeah. So I guess they lost a little. They made something out of nothing. For Nongshim, though, I need them to look a little bit threatening here. Otherwise, I think G2's just like slow, mechanical, deliberate approach, which is kind of what the coaching staff wanted, right? Is just play to caliber. Let's just kind of be controlled about this. Let's not make silly mistakes. Let's just keep it clean. And they're doing that, right? There's no big X-Factor players standing out above the rest. It's not these mad Trent rounds or jaw popping off. And they don't need it.
Particularly here in the second half, we're looking for Francis to play alongside Dambi. Maybe put some numbers up here because in a much slower half in comparison. So you're going to be walking the tightrope in terms of the finances now. Not necessarily going to want to see Nongshim take too many risks until they can establish some sort of control. Have to be conscious here of an awkward purchase from G2. So they're going to be well invested for the follow-up round. Even here, Leaf not facing off against any light shields with that scope.
The curiosity about this A main is continuing, right? They've just sent the out drone to it. You can see that reapproach from Xros, but now Dambi, I think he's made his mind up. We need to see that 1-2 punch, right? We need to see that synergy between him and Francis to take space and look like they can create issues. But this fake has drawn a couple of players, but at the cost of what? Look at Ivy's HP, down so low here. And then they're reading that this is a fake. There's no follow-up threat. They've already cleared the space.
Baby Bay is posted on an off angle here as well.
And he's got a Phantom.
Yeah, potentially somebody in transition. The drone.
Good to see.
Slow the approach down, but also Baby Bay able to...
You can come back around here. Couple shock darts. He's doing a bit of chip on the way, but Baby Bay's curiosity starting to peak. Dambi none the wiser. Baby Bay beheads him. And look at this, G2 just fighting back in. RB does manage to control it, at least catch one here, so they are not out of the woods just yet. It's a 3v2. Xros and RB trying to play together here, and it's looking like Xros is going to slip back towards A main. The other three actually going to put in the divide. They are going for this one. They see the potential. They see the possibility, and RB can't get away from it. Fated to fall as Xros now trying to play against this, and look at his HP. There is nothing this man can do, and I think he knows it, having to watch that defuse go against him and finally put out of his misery. G2 are crossing the T's, dotting the I's. They are absolutely in control.
I mean, they just fold on this post plant. RB, fortunately isolated here by the divide, has to go for a bold TP to reposition away. There's no counter swing from main. Just get lost in the chaos here. The last two remaining members of Nongshim. No surprise to see a timeout called here.
Yeah.
Situations we've seen are just G2 just brute forcing.
Yeah.
And that's the harder ones to really deal with.
Yeah, and I think it's going to kind of test the mental of Nongshim when it goes in towards maybe the later rounds here or into map 2, which will be their choice. Obviously, this is G2's map choice, and you'd argue they're one of the better teams at this too. It's a real strong point. Baby Bay in the right place and potentially right time. Looking to try and get one, but no. Core Towers Dambi gets a new lease of life, but quickly traded at the loss of Francis. So you look at the mid lurk, going to be handled again. This is a lighter purchase.
Ivy's so early on that as well. Seen him caught off guard a couple of times in this mid position. Here, an upgrade here, at least there's a rifle in the hands of Nongshim.
Yeah, I guess Exros is the X factor maybe, but they've already cleared close sight and Trent's caught RB. It's Danby trying to put in some numbers here, but swiftly quelled. There's now just Exros, the last one alive. Position now should be known, and it's just simple stuff from G2.
Clinical.
It is sophisticated dominance. It's not even flashy, really. That's the thing. G2 just going about their business today.
Initially get over the first hurdle for sure, but a lesser purchase here. Weapons from G2 just shining a little brighter. Great catch from Danby, but the fact that Jorgamo is able to get in, equalize the head count
so quickly.
And then get away.
Nice retake, bro.
G2 up to 11 now. Crucial buy round if there's ever been one for Nongshim. Got a little bit left in the bank behind this because of the plant, but France is sitting at 3 and 14, just
He's not
barely present here in Abyss, to be frankly honest with you.
Yeah, and I think we've seen the potential of Nongshim, and we've seen how good they can be, and that's why we're left a little bit wanting, right? You want a bit more of that, you want to pressure G2, and G2 just look super, super stable here. Initial denial. Baby Bay not going to let them scale up as they dreamed to, but the second time of asking, it will be Nongshim trying to get that pressure building. Danby, it's the shotgun, but Jorgamo's got you two right back. An even trade out though this time, and maybe with a little bit of brute force, it's going to work for them, but they have to get that spike back, and in the meantime, Trent's caught one. Don't doubt Trent in these.
Well,
does he read Ivy?
Ivy's finally caught somebody in mid. It will be noted initially here, but Trent knife out behind the smoke, and Ivy will punish. Finally finding something in his mid position. Nongshim do enough damage on the site here to spread G2 a little thinner.
Nice to see Danby having a bit of pop-off in this as well. Starting to maybe get himself feeling active in the game. But he had to dig pretty deep for this, because look what Jaw was doing right back to them. So Danby had to go pretty far to claim a little bit of threat on the site. And again, credit in my mind to him. And again, Ivy finding good timing on that middle position, because last time it felt a bit too fast.
He's getting slapped about in mid in the other rounds where
Nongshim
are prioritizing the extremities here. G2 going forward, so.
Yeah, they want to have a fight here, and Nongshim just going to soak that up. They're going back out. Danby again! Gonna just take away Valent's chances. As Baby Bay left very alone on the B site. Doesn't get caught yet though. So with a new lease of life, maybe Baby Bay can be the one to stop the run. Nongshim at the door. Oh, great trade from Baby Bay. Still alive, still holding the site. 3 kills, the TP, they had to get away from him.
Get the spike down here, plenty of space to play into here for RB. But they failed a few times. These later post plants towards 8. Baby Bay and Leaf here. On the approach back towards site, issue being Ivy's disconnected here. And he's got a lot of stall potential. And Baby Bay down at 46 HP.
Ivy's commitment is towards that CT side. But the spike is ticking pretty fast. They're going to have to get a go now. They can try and get half, that would be the dream. They need the block at the bare minimum to try and make this look feasible. They get at least towards half, but that's about it. Oh my God, okay. Gonna catch him on the second attempt of the defuse. Nongshim, not done yet. This is what I need to be seeing. A little bit more fire to them. G2 tried to take matters into their own hands there though, went really aggressive on that.
Really did, almost fed into the fire. And great set piece here. It's unlucky not to catch Danby on this initial here, but just the sheer paranoia. Then Valen is on an island.
Nothing to be done. Yeah. Nothing to be
Without
done.
a paddle, basically, in the middle of 4 members of the enemy team.
I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe a little baffled by the commitment to the execution, but have to shrug it off now. G2, lesser purchase. There's a Bucky, a Stinger, a couple of pistols thrown in the mix.
I just feel if Nongshim get past this round, I don't even want to say cleanly, because I feel like G2 are going to make them work for it. It feels like it becomes possible, right? The game suddenly starts feeling like there's a bit of play into this, but that middle area is an absolute death trap.
I mean, Ivy got support this time at least.
Yeah, France is coming back around. Going to be spotted out by Trent's Owl drone. And they continue. And here comes the pressure. Jorgamo hungry for it. Pops the ult! But for only a second! It's Baby Bay the one to draw blood. Okay, this is still keeping me present in this. They've exchanged space, so they will get sight. But look how close G2 are.
Look at the flank coming through as well. very early on, and Leaf's the one with the rifle as well.
Spike planted.
Nongshim going to get the plant down for now.
The connection's huge on this
Baby
ultimate.
Bay, he's got 4 potential players here. So many bodies to try and do damage to. Extros though, nicely plays out the smoke, but it's messy. It's given G2 another chance at this. 3 against the 2. Francis and Extros have to keep their composure. Oh God, have G2 just broken them in this scenario? Francis has to fight it out. 7 bullets.
Oh my God!
Brilliant! Oh, he's down to the classic. Francis! He can't do it! Trent! Well in time! Francis with a fumble, feeling the pressure. As G2's cool, calm and collected approach in the end gets them up to 12.
Just when you think Francis is about to deliver a miracle here, the bait into the classic as well just gets ahead of himself ever so slightly. What a manic round this is as well.
Truly.
So crispy on these first 2. But Trent just looking way cooler under the pressure.
Starting to see that pedigree with these G2 boys as well, starting to get their real form.
Like you were alluding to earlier, that's one that's sort of like the pressure of this stage, maybe being unfamiliar. Francis the one to try and pave the way here for Nongshim to follow up in round 20.
That's 4
very
players
early
here.
on though.
G2 have everybody on this side of the map here. Plants in.
Oh, they're going aggressive.
Yeah, they're trying to keep space. Bravery, maybe the name of the game, but look at the connection from Trent. He's going to send them scarpering away as G2 flooding back in. Soften targets, but Extros doesn't care. Going to take away Valorant, eye up a second. Brilliant work. A third, not to be. Jorgamo's there in the blink of an eye, and it's a 3v2. RB and Ivy make it just. Ivy with the stinger. And standing guard is Trent. Falls on one, but Jorgamo on the trade. G2. Looking like they ain't breaking a sweat today, baby. Mr. Charisma showing us what it looks like to pick up map 1 here.
That was the issue. I think Nongshim were just extremely sloppy in situations where previously they would flourish and have a player to really drag them online. Danby was trying his damn best, but unfortunately, I got to see a step up from Francis.
I'm with you on that, because Danby is now on that comfort role, right? Something that's really caught our eye. Let's see if it catches off G2. This guy has been a miracle for Nongshim. And Leaf looking to match him at his own sort of game. Well, he's found one. It's Francis to fall, but Danby right back to business. Going to secure the site for Nongshim and allow that plant to come through, but he can't overextend here on his own. There's 3 players. The flash he absolutely eats and has to backpedal away.
Catch here onto Baby Bait, but follow up here. The C's not catching another player, but conscious now of Jorgamo's position. Already held here by Extros. Got to win out this fight, and he absolutely does.
Yeah, okay, that's a lovely shot. Good pop flash. Danby, though, going to go down. He's not gone down at all. I thought he was dead there. But with 32 HP, he succeeds, and there's the level we know he can hit. That's what he needs to be doing. The bar is high for this man.
A chance here, obviously, in the first half for Nongshim to reset the pace a little bit, get back in control of the tempo. See all eyes on Danby in that regard. To actually make this shorty.
I thought it was dead to rights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Shorty!
I guess.
Thank you, shorty.
Yeah. Is he saying that to Leaf or about Leaf?
To Leaf.
Ah.
Yeah.
At this point, though, obviously G2's economy going to be held in place. Only Leaf with a slight investment. So for Nongshim, this is a great start, right? If it was a confidence conversation, this will certainly help, as now Danby wants to go farming. He's got a stinger and every opportunity to do so, but G2 will be warded away, and they do at least get the ult orb, so that's a nice bit of silver lining for them. As Nongshim will need to start deciding where they want to head here.
Yeah, Leaf playing super deep towards elbow here. Nongshim still trying to piece together exactly what's going on here, but RB will be rewarded for his patience. Catch onto Trent and Baby Bait.
Yeah.
Thin out G2 a little bit. Plant should be next on the cards here. Nongshim looking to progress right on through to B site.
Yeah, and it's a matter in my mind of, well,
matter in my mind of damage here for Leaf.
Yeah, if Leaf can do any more, I'll be quite impressed. Danby, I mean, this guy is dead, is what he is.
Yeah.
He went for it. And can they filter back the weaponry?
Did he get
I
it?
don't know if they got that in the end. Unsure. We'll see. I do see a stinger being chucked about, but I don't know if that was just reinvested by Dumby. But still, the Bulldog certainly remains, so the bonus going to be relatively intact for Nongshim. Leaf did well to actually even do some damage there, to be honest. It felt like that was kind of a closed account, and comfort found by Nongshim. It feels like these last couple of rounds is just building that back up, allowing Dumby to kind of feel out the game a bit, because he hadn't had much play in the first map.
Maybe a turn of pace towards B here, and G2 well equipped to deal with it. Nongshim decide to proceed forwards. The third player effectively positioned here. Confirmation will come through off the flash. We'll draw Leaf back a little closer.
And Dumby, well,
what?
I mean, this guy is going to be in your face the whole time, but Leaf has been able to catch the players behind him. They focused on that CT side, so Leaf was able to catch and punish them. They tried to flood through. Still going, drops to third, but the problem is it's only been Leaf so far. With Baby Bay on that judge, it's going to be brutal trying to build it back through towards the site, but it allows for a trade. Jorgamo going to land it, Dumby's gone down, and Ivy wanted on the side, 2 big kills for himself, makes it a third, eyeing up 4. Jor going to be walking this, he's been spotted, shield now gone. Ivy's got the corner to play with and the time on his side. Jor does not care, doesn't give a damn, but how costly was that?
Ivy trying to get a little antsy here. Trying to play super aggressive, not allow Jorgamo any space to breathe. A crucial headshot found, but you're absolutely right. Costs them almost everything after Leaf finds 3. Great hold from him initially. G2 reading into this bonus attempt very well.
Nice! Let's go!
See another judge out for Baby Bay. Trent struggling as well.
I mean, Valent's barely off the starting block.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
0-3.
Leaf does have the pit, so he can happily ride this out with a judge. Jorgamo, if he can right his wrongs from previously, has the desk noted on in terms of the ult usage, the ult value, I will say.
I like the way they're trying to play off that pit, but they feel no pressure back towards it. Very little utility, so they've already adjusted players. Kind of a 3-play position towards mid to an extent. Baby Bay is on more of an island, and he does only have that judge, no shield to complement it. So still a very fragmented purchase. And on the other side, Nongshim do have the advantage in the purchase here themselves, and they've already taken that kind of A main build-up space towards the courtyard. So Jor playing backside here, going to be checked on and spotted first. Francis teed up for success there. I think Jorgamo may just not expecting that position to already be controlled by Nongshim.
Flash doesn't catch either, so Trent not necessarily reading that Francis is still this close, but opts not to proceed. Pit's actually dropped now outside B. The window of opportunity to pressure towards Leaf on this judging will be identified very early on.
Yeah, but he's still Leaf. He's still standing. He does go down. I thought he was on for the second.
Yeah.
And I think Xros did take a good chunk of damage, but he does get to breathe and they get the site. The plant should be up next. I don't think there's much to deny that. And you look at what they're left with. A stinger with Trent, Baby Bay, no shield and a judge. And RB should hear all of this, and he's got help here. He's got support on that CT crunch, that crossfire on the contact. Should be in play. It's perfect. Nongshim in very much the driving seat here as Baby Bay's opportunities are very slim. Xros the only one who's potentially able to be caught, and I think he knows it. This one's really not playable.
No. Maybe given a chance to find an exit here, do some damage to the overall economy. Not going to have too much of an impact, though. You know, ideally, want to see RB and Francis slip away. Not going to catch the last player. Low HP Xros. Only real feasible target that Baby Bay had with the judge at that sort of range, so we'll give it up. Didn't even catch the timing on the pit there. Was there some pressure towards Leaf potentially, or was it the pressure over on the other side? Yeah, does he rotate out of the pit?
Francis was near, right? Like, he was still kind of, flashing and trying to keep some presence on it, but still, I'd hate to see it being just 2 one-sided maps. It just feels like we're not seeing this fight between the 2 of them, right? I want to see a bit more of a reaction from G2. If this kind of falls into the same category that we saw from G2 earlier in the tournament.
No, but he's obviously full invested back into this. Valent and Trent sitting on 2100 and 1600, so we'll throw the balance of the overall economy in a weird spot here for G2.
Yeah, it feels like they don't want to let go of just ecoing out around, but They are going a bit more aggressive down middle to try and take space, but Nongshim are direct in approach. Not really too fussed about feeling out the purchase when you got Dumby doing this, taking space and taking names, and looking to follow up is Trent on the other side, yet to even really get the ball rolling. I wouldn't even be flashing through that. I don't want him to know I'm there.
I want nothing to do with that.
Screw it, and Leaf has just been warded off the side. He can't even really play on that B side. The Guardian, not enough to really seem that threatening. As now they try and build back up here. Nongshim already looking to react towards that CT side. Dumby again going to drop another body, find another player to punish as Jorgamo, the one to try and save the day. Dumby doesn't give a damn. This guy is just roaming the site and just taking body after body left in his wake. And Trent's barely moved in this. He sent forward the dog, he's done what he could, but Dumby is where the story ends. It's 4 for him.
Baby Bay retreated very early on in that exchange. Again, brought down to 0 credits now. Tasked with holding on to the rifle, but challenges in spawn, and RB will remove it. Nongshim up to 4 now and starting to hit their stride. Looking to stretch their legs a little bit now. With Dambi on the signature weapon. You were so excited to see, Lauren. 4 kills for him there.
And look at it, you can see why, right? So much confidence. Something that, again, whether we agree or not, they said was lacking in map 1. This time, certainly igniting a bit of that reality that he can make him look like any other player here. As G2 just still chucking in a bit of a purchase.
Going to try and challenge here with the Sheriff initially. Identified. Get a connection on the other side of it. Trent now got to be so careful, but does shut down Dambi.
Kind of caught up there, stunned up, not in what he wanted to be doing, but still, Joy, you got to lock in on this one, man. Even Mimi saying it on the desk there, it wasn't a pretty sight before, but he's done well to make it out of that, and he will be unscathed on the return.
Oh, my Ivy was looking that way the whole time.
Okay, down to just 2, Exros and Francis trying to pick their poison here. They know that Baby Bay's only on that Sheriff, and maybe considering trying to police the weaponry just for a moment or two. Let it settle as Exros is still trying to cautiously work out a B main. They know that also Jaw is around this area.
Jaw's going to tuck into elbow here.
You can't really overextend.
Yeah, probably happy to concede the plant because he's conscious. Somebody's lurked all the way through top mid here, but isolated. The paranoia building in the backlines. Ultimately his demise.
Now, do they get any weapons from this? I don't think from this approach Valen will. There's the upgrade for Baby Bay. No shield to play with, though. He's going to have to wait a little bit of a second for Valen to get around into a position they can work from. All going to identify
Great
Valen.
Investment.
That's a really good piece of timing on it, too. It keeps them able to focus a little bit towards mid. Eye up CT side. They know there's another player trying to work off this. They've got the drop on Baby Bay here. Francis on a bit of a deeper corner, but it's red. Oh! That is magic! Absolute magic! We wanted more from Francis. I'll take a bit of that.
Beautiful stuff. And again, this is almost a bigger win for Nongshim considering G2's purchase doesn't necessarily stabilize out of this. G2 teed up to really convert this round. Oh, crispy one tap there from Francis. We're seeing hints of him being a little more present here on map 2. All things considered, I mean, they come out of that exchange of rounds with the finances in a better spot than I would have anticipated.
I'm
the
quite
lost
surprised.
bonus taken effect.
Yeah, and Leaf. Oh, doesn't even get a look in. This guy is the real deal here, Dumby. Don't you dare take him off the neon again. Let this guy run rampage. 3 kills. I've never seen the Odin move so fast. As it's on Valen and Baby Bay.
Spike planted.
Francis has this corner. And it just feels like this map is Nongshim from start to end here. G2 showing shades of what we didn't like in the past. Dumby waiting. It's Baby Bay and Valen walking into what feels like, well, it could have been their death, but a new lease of life here. A little bit of time to play with, but not a great deal, and Francis on the case. That was what was missing from that map 1. We didn't see him be that like next layer. As Baby Bay just trying to make his way out of the smoke ain't gonna even matter. This is Nongshim all day long, and Mike, I think we're gonna be seeing just 2 one-sided maps.
Absolute stranglehold here from Nongshim. In more ways than one. Again, they've got them just on the back foot permanently. Leaf here, postured up again. You're expecting maybe a judge and an opportunity to capitalize on a little bit of range with the Odin, but he's just so far forwards. And a great flash over the top actually from Francis to set that in motion. And even so, with Francis not putting up numbers in the first, he still now has that supportive tool for Dambi. It's another tick in the box, half, but there's not necessarily any tools to offset this purchase. And actually, drifting away from the Chico, Bucky and Stinger in the mix here. And a switch up for Nongshim. G2 about to feel the pinch towards A now.
Well, let's see how clean these anti-ecos are, right? It is a little bit more reinforced with that Bucky and Stinger, but not by much. And Dambi's fear, just, it doesn't exist. The guy is so willing to go forward, and he just feels like it doesn't matter.
Look at the
who's
utility
waiting.
he's following as well.
It's beautiful, the layering, the scaling. God, if only we had this on Abyss. That's, I get it, well, I don't, if I'm honest. Put him on the damn Neon. This guy is something else on it. If this is the comfort, if this is how they want to play around it, let me see that across the board. This is a much stronger looking Nongshim. This is the team that caught our eye, that has been taking a lot of presence. And for Leaf and Jorgamo, it is a rough road back into this round. Hell, this would be a miracle if Leaf even gets a chance.
Even at this point,
oh
the
my
damage
God.
doesn't mean really too much. Nongshim will find number 7. Everybody's sitting comfortably above about 3,500, so I argue with these ults coming online, they're going to be very, very well situated for the last few rounds.
It's pretty to watch. I just want to see more of it, right? It's like, if you've got this sort of ace up your sleeve, you've got this look that your team can run. Why are you stopping?
Again, with the same sort of proactivity we saw in Abyss, this is why I kind of put it down to some of these engagements. I mean, they were lacking the firepower. You look at the mini-map in some situations on map 1.
And look at this!
Yeah.
Look at this tempo. The Paranoia already sent in. I don't think that affected Baby Bay, but now let's see where the layers are. Anything else to help him out in this one? Baby Bay's going for it. Tries to go back in, tries to offset it. Dambi just sees it as a red flag to a ball, and he is still hunting them down. Just set to succeed. The only difference maker is Valen. It's Leaf finally coming back through, finally fighting back.
That's what it takes for G2 to find a response here, a fast and furious round here over towards A. I think Dambi's almost expecting an extra body behind Trent, I believe, towards Spawn, but Leaf and Valen is able to apply enough pressure here, and actually dodges the flash. Great stuff from Leaf again, another 3K from him. Up to double digits now, but G2, that's only their second.
It feels like just a breath of fresh air after what was a very suffocating first half, potentially.
Well,
we carry on.
A didn't work.
Off to B we go. This one they have done well at. Sure, is waiting towards that CT side, but they're still filtering out. This doesn't really deny the scale-up that Nongshim like to do. And look at RB's position. Does it get checked on by Joy? It doesn't matter again. This is great priority work from Nongshim, taking away that comfort on CT instantly, and they've got the pit to throw down if they want to towards the connector. This is looking wrapped up with a bow. Where is the reaction from G2? Where do you go now?
They have a little bit of time to still piece together something towards elbow, but it's Dambi on the other side, judge in hand, controlling this space.
Oh!
He's going to get both.
How is he? How is he still standing? He got to go back for seconds. He doesn't know when he's dead. And Nongshim are there alongside him this time. Francis ready to be that 1-2 punch. But this man is simply electric. At 17-7, he is a highlight player as Baby Bay can't make it happen now. Nongshim are looking just different.
Yeah, just around here to reset the loss bonus for G2. Applies further pressure to this purchase coming into round 11. I mean, he just... I take it all back. He looks good on the shotgun.
Hell yeah, he does. And that's got to feel so good as a player to suddenly feel like you can just run through these people.
I was going to say, it must feel awful on the other side. It is the epitome of what we're seeing currently in Valorant, and Dambi embracing it.
Embodying it almost at this point, right? Try and stop me. There's the challenge. Are you up for the fight? Leaf is trying to be, right, slipping in towards this pit here. Waiting for a pick. So Francis! How do you win that?
Show me his POV of that.
Because you saw nothing. Jaw going to try and commit in the meantime. Baby going to try and take to the side. This time it's one out by Jaw. That's better. They've at least got a body back. 4v4. The purchase far from perfect either.
Issue being, though, look at the progress made elsewhere by Ivy.
They're off.
Going to come from RB. Reading this rotation perfectly. Nobody onto site just yet, so Trent's going to be able to get an early confirmation, but he's only on a Sheriff. It's Jorgamo and Baby Bay on the rifles here.
Yeah, Baby Bay's far. Jaw's at least in towards that CT side, so he can be a bit closer, but it was a really shallow dog. So you're not going to get that full information of where they might be residing. And a refight towards Connector. Again, Nongshim always want to take space. They will fight one of the 3 areas. I love it. This paranoia could be nasty as well. It is Trent. Can't do anything fully. Nearsighted, and Francis just igniting under this new tempo Nongshim as Baby Bay. He was on form in map 1, farming it up here. Oh, it's rough days ahead, rough waters at 9-2. Nongshim, this is the team we wanted.
Last round in the
G2 just had the wind knocked out of them so early on in this half. What? What did he see there? What was that? It was just the very tip of his judge. You see Leaf's face there, he's like, huh?
Yeah, literally.
So he's not even got the benefit of the near sight there. A crazy catch by Francis. Up to double digits now for him. Said we wanted to see him come online. He's absolutely shining alongside Danby now, who's now on an Odin.
Oh, God. The combination just sounds atrocious, doesn't it? Valen checked on, dealt with. They feel it out. They read the game. They're reading everything G2 want to do. And Jaw going to be checked on, teed up to be absolutely deleted.
Doesn't matter the gun. It just
doesn't
moves
matter.
different, man.
It is something special to witness, but Baby Bay trying to put up a fight here. Dumby. Dumby. Oh! He doesn't stop. And Leaf's position starts to feel readable. And he is the hunter here. Doing it for sheer fun of the game. Dumby coming alive. 20 kills in 1 half, Mike. That is an electric level of form he has upswing to. Abyss feels like a lifetime ago. This is a different team.
Would have to get off to a flying start here on the attacking side. They have any hopes of getting back into this, but I don't expect Nongshim to let up at all. 4-player drift into mid very early on here in the pistol.
They want this one done, man. Oh my God, the timing on the drop. Hello and goodbye, G2. You thought maybe you had a chance to play a normal round. You don't. Dumby wants to walk down middle, and he doesn't really want to stop. And Trent's kind of finally put him in his place, but I don't think that's going to stop him overall here, as they have the spike. And I don't think they're meant to. Francis. All right.
Big tag.
Yeah. Got to keep doing that, though, Trent. You got to keep doing that. You got 3 more, 2 more. Make it real! Oh. You had me believing, Trent. You had me believing. But Nongshim up to 11, Mike. This is blink and you miss it stuff.
Really is. Expecting obviously some investment here with how we saw the first half go, but the drop of the wall here. Nongshim in position to farm in mid.
What a weight off their shoulders as well, though. You've got to see
yeah,
it.
definitely, yeah.
Totally different look.
To come back to the interview as well, obviously the discussion in between must have just been, guys, like, we need further commitment to what we're doing. Like I said, it wasn't really for me about respect. They were still very proactive on Abyss. It just fell short in other areas. So if that is the general consensus, what a positive map 2 is going to be going into Split in particular.
It's certainly a wake-up call for G2. If they thought they were in cruise control, they have absolutely been put on notice now. As Baby Bay sent forward, as RB sees all of it, and doesn't get the shot he'd like, but he's going to know the plan. Now they prepare. Dumby ready, going to be able to reposition and touch here. Doesn't really back down. Going to be forced to.
By Leaf.
That's huge from Leaf.
The upgrade here, Jorgamo now got the Bulldog in hand. Plant will come through. 3 left standing for Nongshim.
spike planted.
Oh no.
Beautiful, beautiful control from Leaf. is going to be found in the end, but again, he's given them great numbers to play with here, and Jorgamo can hopefully backfill that space. He does. It's good work for G2. It is a very long road, though. Not going to lie to you about this one. It will take one mad round from Dumby. It's going to take one mad moment from Francis, and this can be put to bed pretty quickly. But G2, just to make the game feel possible, I'm all aboard.
Nice.
Big boom. Flipping the round 2 here now gives them a little bit of a buffer. Some upgrades found. Leaf pick up a scope here to potentially farm.
Just don't buy any shotguns anywhere. Just don't do it. Just
Wow. Ooh. Is he cycling one across? Not sure if there's one on the floor for Danby, but
Scout destroyed.
For G2's sake, I hope not. As it stands, Francis has got himself down middle. Now, looking at Trent's position, it feels like they're aware of that chance, that they do like to get quite proactive on these sort of rounds. Baby going to note the first, and teed up. Lovely work between him and Jorgamo just to facilitate that pick and open up the A side. So that should be a very clean plant, and this should be just so telling that there is that mid pressure, or they've taken space or gone for a stack, as it's completely clean sailing over towards A.
really Francis the only one with investment here to maybe do some damage. And not going to matter too much with round 2 being turned around. I mean, if you catch maybe Leaf somewhere, but Baby Bay's the only other one that has a lesser weapon in that regard. Francis are going to go forwards. Jorgamo on the angle pretty early on. Headshot. There's Jorgamo to win out.
Nice. Okay. Get the stability off this. It'd be great to keep 5 alive if they can. Now, I don't know if they get that. Dumby is waiting. Could maybe catch one there. They are going CT side. Leaf, does he get any more? He's hunting him. And, okay, so actually quite costly for G2 in the end.
Yeah, just the Bulldog and the Vandal carried across, so will force a couple of purchases. Talking about already on his ultimate here in round 16. Rifles across the board for Nongshim to maybe stabilize here. In that regard, no real notable progress other than Nightfall potentially, but again, even if we get that far, Nongshim can find a response now, potentially seal the deal with a couple of players going to be struggling behind this for G2. Again, yeah, focus towards mid once more, at least curiosity on the side of Francis and Danby.
I just don't know if G2 even respect that smoke, though. They can work through that. They're already pretty close to it. Yeah, the dog should kind of clear house and allow that green light to go. RB going to shift back. Doesn't want to outstay his welcome here. Really the only one present on the A side, so he can't go down too early, and he doesn't. That's clean work.
Oh, a miss from Jorgamo.
Yeah, so that's a new lease of life for RB, who still has that paranoia to play in, and he's got the support system of Danby now on the side of the map.
G2 now paws outside and going to allow Nongshim to get a little bit aggressive. The slide out from Danby, fantastic. Jorgamo shut down.
And they're reading the elbows the next kind of priority focus. Dumby then sent in. The Prowler not going to make it around the corner, but Francis certainly does. Trent, big kill coming in for the Seekers. It's desperation. Is X-Frost going to deny any build back here? Nongshim making it up to 12. G2, this map, you might want to sooner forget it.
Be able to obviously get a couple of rifles back into this, but as I said, 2 players can be struggling financially. Again, the aggression on display once more from Nongshim. The coordination is just beautiful. The clearance outside, and then again just immediately clearing back into elbow.
Yep. It's a weird bite, but in their hands, I believe in it pretty firmly. 2 judges coming through, Francis and Danby both on towards it. On the other side, there will be issues. 2 stingers in effect. So you're looking at Joy, you're looking at Trent, you're looking at Baby Bay. Do some big damage here. Don't quite know about the setup on the B main side. That could be, well, it could prove fatal.
Francis is one of the judges, yeah.
And I don't think the dog quite cleared that close corner. So Francis gets play on this. Oh God, it's the spike over here with Trent too.
C sent over the top. The confirmation here, Ivy actually takes a ton of damage, and that's going to bring G2 closer to the judge of Francis.
This could be catastrophic.
He's got no TP out.
Francis is committed on this one, and he is set up. He has massacred G2! He takes down a 3rd! From 0 to hero in this map. As now you're left with what remains of G2, Leaf and Valorant to try and put it together. And Leaf just wants to make it through middle. But Dumby nearby. And Valorant does get a look in. Oh, and he gets more than a look in. He's got two himself. Valorant making something out of nothing. As Dumby gets closer though, the final boss to try and get past. Leaf stunned up, dead. Dumby, he can do it all himself right now. Valorant, who's put on numbers, holds his own. Still keeping a life among the G2 side. Keeping Nongshim away from that 13th.
I mean, it just comes so close to going wrong here for G2. Francis does so well to get Trent as well. It takes 4 kills from Valorant to keep them in this. Ult's now started to come online for Nongshim though. G2 certainly can't let their foot off the gas.
No.
No margin for error.
0.
Pit and a divide available for them. Frost looking curious here with the Sheriff, and would you believe it? A bucky in hand for Danby.
Yeah, it's staggering. Again, good info and just unwilling to relent. The aggression going to be met this time. G2 able to quell it, to handle it, to tame Nongshim just a touch. There's only 5 rounds, potentially now 6. Is Ivy the last one to try and do anything about it? G2 would love to keep 4 up.
Yeah, huge round in terms of stabilizing the finances here.
Brilliant.
Valin to clean up once more. Able to now get a buy comfortably behind them, but look at what's being stacked on the other side of the board.
Oh, got the odds.
Halfway to the pit as well, the only thing missing from having everything available here.
Let's go.
Nongshim might just try and pull the trigger here in round 19.
Round by round affair now, isn't it? How long does G2 get to live in this space? It would take 6 to bring it back all even. Nongshim, as you highlighted, those ults are looking terrifying to me.
G2 obviously going to be extremely paranoid here towards this choke point on B. 3 players on the side of Nongshim, and technically 4. Danby can be here in the blink of an eye. Just to retrieve the orb initially. Prowler dealt with, so presence still shown by Baby Bay on the way out, but Nongshim immediately turn their heads towards mid, and they're going to start walking.
Oh, is this what it comes down to? A little bit of the battle in middle. Danby is here. Jorgamo just completely out of sorts. Divide goes in, and it looks like G2's attention turns back towards B. There is still a player on the other side of the divide. Danby doesn't get to see him leave. Gonna be let off the leash a little bit to maybe make a play up middle, be the dagger in the back, but they still need the plant. They still need to try and hold on to this side of the map. It's gonna be seen. Baby Bay gets his ankles broken by Danby. Leaf has to be the hero of the hour here, but still behind the divide. They're on the site. They've already tapped the spike. Leaf strikes, takes down one. Danby gone. Paranoia comes in, flies through, he's now pitched. Oh, he can't make it out. RB's caught him. And the 2v2, Valorant and Trent. Trent stands his ground. RB. We've got a little bit of time, but a player to the left and a player to the right. Can you find any of them? No. Trent finding salvation for G2 and pushing up to 7.
G2 just clinging to life here. It's a huge investment coming through from Nongshim as well. They feel like they've got this in the bag.
Yep.
A late lurk from Leaf dismantles this retake attempt, and Trent just comes alive to find 3. RB unfortunately caught off guard there with a drop off the wall and a chance to find that for free.
5 rounds now. Timeout called for
Yeah, well,
Nongshim.
5 rounds, but the start.
He was on 21 kills in that first half. I think he's sat on 25 now. So it's been a much quieter affair here. Struggling to find that same level of impact, but it takes 1 round.
I mean,
it takes 1 moment, and it takes being in the right place.
These anti-ecos have to be absolutely clinical from
They
G2.
do, because look what's happening here. Does G2 read this? Are they prepared for this?
Doggo looks as if he knows.
Well, the dog dealt with, but they're still going to go, and Danby is going to be once again handled. It's Francis to get a kill back here. Jaw, there is an army against you, man. They're just taking a fight. It's deathmatch, and it might be the death of G2. Trent doesn't have the bullets to do it. Leaf has to save the day. You're looking at Nongshim. You're looking at what they got left. Leaf can read this. He's seen the utility. Is ahead of it by just a touch here.
He's vulnerable.
He certainly is now. Decay's trying to come into effect. He wants the spike, and he won't get it! Desperation in the end. As Nongshim push up to 13. It took 1 round.
Obviously, it's such a short turnaround for G2. I'm happy to not see an adjustment.
Yep.
But also, what can you do in terms of the macro, the micro, to really clean up some of these? Because you can't let this pass you by now.
No.
We always talk about map 2 being a dominant response from a team to come into the decider, and it being such a huge positive now with Nongshim in control of the tempo. You already see the intention very early on here. 4 players walking mid.
Yeah, they are making no mistakes about this. They want to carry on as they established in that map 2. And I'm sure the coaching staff and the players had to get their heads right for G2 after that second map. Leaf going to be found, I'd imagine. Oh my god, he still gets 1. The value of that alone is rather impressive. But Jaw, it should be handled.
Huge that Ivy gets that kill as well.
And Danby starting to take space on the site though, right? Like this is where it gets sketchy. Babybay from up above, still gonna catch 1. Does he get to find Danby? He doesn't need to. Valent's got his side, and now they can start building towards the back of site. But again, this just looks solid from G2. They've actually stabilized quite nicely there.
Absolutely, a ton of threat towards the back lines, and again, ticking the right box to go aggressive elsewhere. Ivy, only a crucial kill, but G2 able to weather the storm of Nongshim. Leaf, by the way, just the sort of player that in these situations will still get you 1.
Yeah.
Is so important in some of these rounds that are so down to the wire, and he really shone in map 2 for G2.
Oh, he did. Even when it felt like there was no signs
battered.
of life. Yeah, he was still putting up some numbers. He's so consistent when it comes down to it, in my mind at least. Now, of course, the buy is going to be somewhat pressured here.
But then he's got a shorting.
Yeah, so I'm still...
Oh, he's heard though. Heard on the
That's
reposition.
lovely. If that is going to be the game here, the Leafs lurks are just going to catch him if he's on his own, if he's trying to make an individual play. But Babybay, speaking of individual, going to just try and divide and conquer. Does go down. I don't mind him having that killer instinct, allowed to kind of do it, especially if Jaw is doing this. Now, this is what I wanted, right? That shotgun battle, Jaw iconic with it. And obviously Danby, yet to see it come into hand. So this is going to be one of those fun games, I feel.
Valorant and Jorgamo looking to maybe push a little deeper in here. RB down to 30 HP. Sauce on 52. If they're even given a chance to remove a weapon here. Leaf on the hunt once more. Very healthy with the stinger. We'll find another one, Valorant, to clean up.
Lovely.
4 left standing here for G2. Again, indicative of them wanting to take more control earlier on. And the finances really their downfall in that first half of Corrode. Certainly put themselves in a position now to string a few together. Well invested bonus as well. Jorgamo happy to sit on the bucky here.
Yep. Well, I think he picked up the Spectre, right? And he's just filtered that out, gone back for this, so see what he does with it. You're kind of playing a dangerous game, though. It feels like you're inspiring Danby at this point.
Yeah, don't egg him on.
Yeah. But let's continue. Can Nongshim control G2 now, who've already started well? I feel like, I don't say made up for map 2, that's not the case at all, but they've kind of stopped the ball rolling.
A bonus would for me.
Oh, now that would, yeah, you're right, Jaw. Just aggression, name of the game. This feels like vintage Jaw. If we get him continuing at this sort of tempo and pace, oh, I'm on for it. Danby noted earlier towards ramp by Leaf. He was actually checkmated in that, but as it stands, G2 going to take that mid space up in towards vents and then pause.
Potentially waiting for a flank to come through and overstep somewhere. Jorgamo happy to reveal his position here. The Bucky acting as a deterrent.
Yeah.
Anyone to go exploring back in. Francis, well, actually no.
I mean, he got in there.
Gets the follow-up, yeah, onto Valin.
Yeah, this is great, actually. Nongshim not really biting on re-clearing that space that G2 had garnered. They were happy to be quite stoic in nature, stamp their authority and say, well, look, you're not going to get the spike down in middle, so we'll just hold those rotations, hold those pivot points. You can see now, yes, A is a bit more vulnerable, but G2 still eyeing up towards heaven, still trying to scale this way, and Leaf giving away forward. Francis. That was pretty nice. And there we go. RB not going to let Ivy even get isolated in that. A really nice crossfire kind of trade in. But again, that was the bonus.
3 rifles carried across here, and I'm sure there'll probably be one cycled out for a judge, potentially. And really looking for this second wave where Nongshim are able to back up, create a bit of distance here and mitigate that risk as best they can. We'll see Jorgamo now pick up a rifle.
It feels like such a balancing act, though, isn't it? Because you always want to try and retake a bit of the space there, control the information game. Let's see what the plan from the offset is from G2. Not particularly fast in tempo, nor direct, but you can see it as a 4-1 start. But on the other side, Nongshim are staking their claim towards B main.
Francis looking as if he wants to go forward as well. He's got his TP all the way back behind A. Be able to get back across this side of the map very quickly if needed. Nongshim able to stop G2 at the front door.
Go, go, go.
Have conceded ramp though, and Dambi none the wiser.
Yeah, this back and forth is not really opening up the site yet. Look at the amount of bodies from Nongshim. That's beautiful from Valen, better from Trent. And suddenly they have access. They can just ferry that spike through. Xross would need to go nuclear, but 10 HP is just not enough in my mind. You'd imagine they have the numbers to make sure there's safety. So G2 weathering the storm though.
Reality check here for Nongshim. Certainly going to require an early adjustment here. Xross and Francis have ultimates available. Again, a couple of weird challenges coming through, particularly from Francis, just out in no man's land on rafters. And like I said, none the wiser that there could be somebody as deep as they were on ramp.
And
so not necessarily surprising to see this timeout called early to maybe bring a couple of these Nongshim players back in line.
It's not necessarily the names you'd imagine at times, because it's not just, you know, the Jorgamo show, it's not the Baby Bay time, but it is kind of Leaf and Valen, right?
Well,
putting in shift.
In this sort of approach, it's not even, you don't want to see numbers. Jorgamo's splitting sight lines, forcing readjustments early on from Nongshim towards site. So even if he's not farming kills, still doing his job here. And Leaf, speaking of, gonna have to hightail it away. RB
that Prowler
here, dealt with.
It becomes readable, right?
Yeah.
But I like that though from G2 that they are trying to put it together mentally of how they want to try and navigate these potential threats. You see a smoke like that, you're gonna have to start clearing it with utility, put some intention behind it. But again, for Nongshim, this is a lighter purchase. They have a couple of threatening pieces there, that Bucky with Dambi, a couple of Sheriffs. It's not without threat, but again, G2 look pretty buttoned up here. Baby Bay leaning in on this one. Waiting for the goer. Smoke's gone up. And they're going to start building out now. Dumby going to try and see if he can fly towards that pillar. Here we go first. Oh, that's nice from Baby Bay. That's got to be a feel-good for him. Does fall, but the Eco Cobra striking once again. But for G2, a round's a round. And you take it when you get him, because look at the threat that can happen in a second. Oh, Trent's there.
Snappy
all good.
Kills coming
all
back
good.
and forth. G2 up to 4. Now we're looking for what was discussed within that timeout. For Nongshim, he said, still got the 2 ultimates to play
Nice.
with. The adjustment here from Baby Bay, beautiful. Crispy for Trent on the cleanup. The other side though, G2, a couple of ults of their own, particularly the divide in the pit, that can really slow down one of these post plants. So they're able to get themselves a plant here towards A. They are initially positioned with a late lurk outside B main. Identified by the Prowler, but not backing away just yet.
Not pulling the rotation either. Dambi a little bit closer towards ramp here.
They're going to be able to wait out this first TP timer from Francis.
There it goes. And there goes G2. Right timing. There is a... Oh, that's lovely! Pathing from Baby Bay. Oh, I just couldn't quite find Xross in time. And actually, Xross got just 2. How did he get the second on Jaw? He's dealt with the front line completely. And now G2 having to really bank on the back line. Francis having none of it. Fighting back forward. Gets a second. Valen fights to himself. It's a 1v2, but the spike's not quite to hand. Just a little bit further away. But with 45 seconds, he's got a chance to make something out of nothing here.
The slip back up through ramp here, and Nongshim trading places. See the awareness there from RB, and they've walked the smoke
Valent's going back.
Yeah, reading this.
This could be miraculous. It's not to be for him. But X-Frost finding that second on Jaw was heaven sent. The first on Baby Bay, fair enough. It was a drop into the smoke, even though I think he was hindered.
I was going to say, Baby Bay actually reading perfectly the situation here. Absolutely right. To saturate into the smoke, and it's only because he's playing so deep on this that Baby Bay's expecting him to retreat back towards elbow. Great stuff anchoring towards the A site here. Nongshim will find a response. Okay, might be a set piece here around Baby Bay. Towards mid, considered the early investment there, but maybe sit back and wait a little bit.
Yeah, and I like this kind of gear change from G2. We've seen it in a couple of rounds. Just a little bit more patient at the beginning. Don't want to allow any silliness to happen. And speaking of that set piece, here it is. It's set in motion. This play up towards heaven, up towards rafters. Get Jaw involved, get him invested. Counter ult comes in though, and Dambi goes flying! 3 critical kills, and Nongshim are back in business.
The Nightfall to set him up for success. Absolutely lapping up rounds like that. Beautiful stuff, and it is a joy to watch him play like this. Call it cheese, call it what you like, but... Oh. I mean, what do you do?
Avoid him. Run. Go elsewhere.
Time to jump.
A few of those rounds where the stars just align for Nongshim. Dambi's allowed to do things like that. It's very little you can really do.
Face your fear.
Oh, look at the pulling rotations. An invested fake here with the Nightfall, with everything else, but I think
Arby's going to know, yeah, very early on here. He's got his TP, and actually the catch here from Ivy. Crucial, Francis, to find the second as well. Dambi's already here with the ult.
They're here so quick. That spike is trying to get out of there. Valen wants none of it. The brick wall of Nongshim made it there in time. The fact they got back so fast. I mean, marvelous.
This here, the difference being Francis has the benefit of the timing on the TP. They may be reading that they've adjusted ever so slightly, but great catch by Ivy. Just as he's transitioning back out of sight. Still, 3 left standing. Plenty of time left on the clock here for G2. They just shouldered that corner. Dambi might have the shock of his life.
Oh my God.
Okay. This is weird.
Yeah, it is. And now here in the Prowler, he has a look, but he's forced off the angle, but can they make it towards the site? Yes. Okay, spikes on. They can get a plant here. 3v4. Francis has ult. Nothing to bank on the other side. Trent trying to posture up. Look a little intimidating, but a shoulder check from Dambi, and here's the ult. Francis wants to get them back in here.
Dimensional Drift going to open up the possibilities here. Information game favouring Nongshim. But can he make a move off the backside of that?
He's committing, and that sets up Dambi. It's a perfect crunch. Nongshim had a plan in mind, executing it to perfection.
Breaking the crosshair placement here, forcing G2 to react to a bold play from Francis. As if they're able to stabilize pretty quickly off of what felt like a one-sided affair for the opening 5 rounds at least. G2 up against it in terms of the finances once more. We'll see investment here probably to try and capitalize on the pit if they can get themselves into a post-plant situation. I got to say it again, Francis coming alive towards the back end of this series.
Yeah, big credit to him considering map 1 just felt like he wasn't able to get the ball rolling at all. Now a very direct approach. It's RB on the receiving end. Decides to get out of dodge, which, well, I say that. He's gone back in. He never really left. He's still here.
RB! The TP the second time. Just insane.
He faked me out.
I thought he'd gone back to default. What a play, man.
Watch this. They had no idea. Oh, it's marvelous from RB.
Nice! Let's go.
Just like that, they're 1 round to the good here. The first half of Split. Already Duly noted, pit and divide here didn't even become a factor in the previous, so G2 still another chance to rely. Francis, though, on the operator now. Bit of a curveball in terms of the tempo here. Some of these early points of congestion. Look at Nongshim walking all the way in.
Fowler's gonna find it though. Do they really want to continue the fight? No, G2 don't like that at all. Something doesn't feel right. They've got great progress towards middle. They don't need to bank on it, but it does make it feel one-dimensional. It doesn't make you feel safe in a post-plant, so their eyes turn towards the A site. You can already see Francis preparing himself. That operator is waiting.
And he's actually got the lighter side of the setup as well. In terms of this split.
Oh, Baby Bay!
Ivy!
Just falling like flies here. Ivy holding that push-up, reading the intention, and Francis gets out of dodge. How is he alive? You can't get away from him. Omnipresent in the round. Sure thought he got a new lease of life there. Certainly not the case, is now going to spot Valorant out. Probably reading the trends not too far away either.
And
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left to work with here. Alan and Trent looking to get back into vents as Nongshim breathing down their necks.
Yeah, they're on the run. Might be able to get a plant, but a 2v4.
Can you stabilize? Yeah, to really contest Nongshim.
They're close as well.
Timing on the plant is awkward for G2.
Yeah, they're close up towards heaven. Trent's going to need a bailout. Big first pick, though. Paranoia, stunning.
Yes.
It's got both of them. G2 have to fall towards pillar. Try and find a corner to play from, but RB is ready with Francis, who's had impact this round. You said it. We've seen it. Nongshim starting to find their form here in map 3.
Again, I'm just concerned for the back end of this first half now. I mean, Jorgamo is absolutely lost inside that orb, but I mean, look how clean this is from Francis.
Yep.
And the final two will force a timeout here from G2. They're now 2 behind. Almost a little reclined, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got here. This is 5 rounds in succession for Nongshim, and it's looked solid. Looks like they've got really that great read on G2, and Francis's confidence just seems to get more and more happy to take a risk here. Has his way out, and he finds the target. Baby Bay trying to back himself in the fight. But now they go to the strongest side of the map. There's 3 players here.
Being manipulated once more. 3 stingers and a sheriff. No chance to retrieve the weapon just yet. Actually, Danby already curious. You can see him shouldering here, has a prowler that will identify G2's whereabouts. Divide going to go up here, maybe cause some issues, but the reveal's perfect from Exros.
Exros has been just such a little X factor to really finding value. Danby keeping him out, keeping him somewhat humbled, setting up Exros again. This guy's still firing. And just look at what he could do to them. They're left in pieces. 4 players alive for Nongshim. They look unfazed by G2.
Round 12 could be everything for Nongshim in terms of securing such a comfortable advantage here. Francis, again, just on a solo endeavor as well. Talk about paying too much respect with a player slipping so deep on mid. Catching a freebie like that.
And I'll let you have it, Corrode, call it the Danby show. This one, it's Francis, it's Exros. They are having their time in the sun. That could turn on the second half, but already, okay, I guess he wants the show to be back on. Danby finally dealt with by Leaf, but still there's problems in this. That Spike is trying to get away from that side of the map. Francis now played back in, gonna take his way out, expecting it to end on that B hit.
And TP back out here. Baby Bay looking to go a little deeper towards vents here and does make it work with the judge.
Well, that isolates Ivy. But does G2 read that? Because looking where that spike's heading, it's slowly back towards B. Francis is still here. And look at his curiosity.
Francis going forwards as well.
Yeah, which might be almost a misread for RB because they see no contact towards B main, but by this point, they've also not seen anything towards heaven. It feels a bit bizarre. G2 pausing up towards heaven. And Francis.
Oh, if he catches Baby Bay, maybe. Let's cross back out of vents. I mean, he's going to hear this.
My God.
Oh my God.
Francis, he could be the absolute end of this. And he just needs to back away. He actually goes back for more. He didn't even need to. He'd done enough to bring it to this 2v2. Ivy and RB now bringing themselves back towards the B side. Babybay and Valen with love a plant here.
Still got Paranoia here, and Ivy actually going to catch Babybay. Spam not connecting for RB though.
Paranoia. Valen's going to get caught here. Can he be the one to give G2 just a dash of hope?
Just brutal once more from Nongshim. Will secure 8 on the half. The G2 left trailing, scrambling for answers. In a lot of these rounds, a tough setup now for the second half. G2 have to find a way to fight back. An uphill battle for G2. Gotta start with a pistol here. With a conversion string together again. Not had the benefit of the finances. So another scoreline deficit. Not boding well at all for them.
And you can see how deep G2 are trying to hold this A site as well. Completely giving up heaven control. Babybay's eyes turn towards it. But it's a very passive hold, potentially expecting this explosive approach from Danby. And it's a right read, it's a really good call, but can you still handle it? Ivy, oh, you may know what's coming. It doesn't mean you can stop it. Nongshim again, just vicious in approach.
So Francis should catch. It's actually Ivy to clean up with a third. Last player, Jorgamo to find to prevent a flawless, he does. That's about it, Ivy. 4 with the Sheriff here to put Nongshim on 9.
All smiles, Mike, I can see it. They know what they're doing to them. And it's that great feeling of, look, they've tried to prepare, they've tried to be ready for what we're about to do. Doesn't make a blind bit of difference.
This is one of those situations where you could prep all you like, and it's an any given Sunday affair.
Really
they show up and they frag out like this. There's very little you can do to stop a team like Nongshim.
Buys in
pretty
G2.
I was going to say frugal on the side of Nongshim, but you're right. Buckies and Stingers. Can Nongshim identify this early enough?
They haven't really relented, Nongshim. They don't really care. It's Valen trying to put up a bit of a fight here. Denies the first, and actually Leaf on the follow-up. That's better. Danby's the one to at least get it back in towards some sort of safety, recover the Bulldog, and then maybe get the plant back on board. That is a great question.
Now Ivy's got it, yeah.
Okay, but again, 4v3. Nice approach on the site. Good trade for Leaf. They're chipping away at them, and they have the numbers game here. But it's down to the rifles. That's the scary part. Stingers on the other side. A Bucky with Leaf. A wide swing. Putting Ivy on notice. Oh my God, he's trying to play the time. Oh, what is that shot? And he's got to do it again. Trent's got him dead. Not done yet, G2.
Holy hell. Ivy just stood there with a snake bite in hand. Trying to play the timing, but Trent on the cleanup. The investment here from G2 pays off. Leaf with a great catch. With just a classic, I believe.
A lovely little reveal with it too. Okay. Yes! I mean, let's go. It was pretty much on the line in that round, it felt like. And it's certainly not stabilized the purchase, but they will come out in a better position from it. I'm seeing a hero rifle with Ivy.
And a hero Bucky. Oh, no. RB fancying a bit of that.
Why not? Give it a go. You've got a couple rounds to play with, not too many. If they can keep G2 under the thumb, that is going to be an issue. Prowler going to find deep contact. And it is all deep on B main right now.
The orb should be fairly indicative of intent here from Nongshim. Going to be slightly delayed on the back of a little bit of utility invested towards the site. Valen going to be under a ton of pressure.
Yeah, luckily he's got some help here. Danby, just brutal, but it's Leaf to not give a damn about it. Even in 1v2, Jaw's got a judge and Babybay's got a stinger. Ivy outguns them. And has he read it? Oh, he's got no idea. None the wiser.
Bait and switch off the audio is beautiful from G2, Lauren.
That's that synergy we want to be seeing. They've weathered the first real hurdle there, but the buy's back in for Nongshim.
Leaf just one away from the pit now.
It's revealed.
Huge reveal, yeah.
They have been exceptionally good.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, thank God for Leaf there, though.
This year it looked like Danby was going to string together a couple. He's back on the judge again.
Shocker.
See on the other side, Ivy already with the pit in hand. Chance to set Danby in motion. Not that he needs a pit to really shine with the judge, but Valent's been under a ton of pressure previously, and that's not going to let up just yet, but stands up here.
Yeah, incredible work actually to be able to deal with that front line. Yes, we'll get traded out, but he's still done good damage and give them a numbers game to the good. Player up, leaving X-Ross, RB and Francis trying to brute force this B site again. No flank, no lurk. It's all very direct in approach here. G2's patience gonna put Nongshim under pressure. Francis, sharp today. Gonna get an opportunity on Baby Bay, but it's RB to get absolutely bamboozled. Leaf for the punish, and G2 bringing it back now.
Up to 7, within 2, very quickly here. And a chance, finally, what it feels like since map 1, to stabilize the finances. Danby just, I mean, even Valen on the retreat there, it's still a beautiful catch.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, looking a little linear in terms of the approach early on here for Nongshim.
Let's go!
G2 win out massively in terms of the tempo, in terms of stripping up.
And it is the correct read so far, at least for the strong side of the map for G2.
Both sides actually covered here. The mid going to be covered by the pit of Leaf, and they're well equipped to handle this adjustment, the audible call towards A.
Slowing down Danby, quite literally. Something they can bank on. I don't think the Prowler connected to either player close by as well.
This is not good, though.
No, they've slipped the pit.
I mean, Baby Bay's playing deep.
Feels like it's been relayed. There's a chance that this has happened. But it does cut off rotations.
It does, yeah.
Keeps you very behind the wheel, but can Nongshim even identify that? They've made it through this far, and it's probably put a couple of question marks. And they're very much at the door. They are with Stingers, they are with Buckies. It's still not a great buy, but that's not really stopped them yet.
I mean, a smoke here causes major issues for Valen. And the fact that Jorgmo's on a judge and tucked into sight.
Okay, can Valen once again live here? Jor doing the dance, and he is going to be coming out on top in this one, keeping them at arm's length. Trent will do the two-step with Ivy. There's X-Ross, not able to scale in here. Very diligent from G2, very disciplined from G2. That is what the doctor ordered. Don't allow him in the door. Don't lose that discipline. Get back up to 8.
Valen to shine once more. Again, because Jorgmo tucking into sight. The judge here is actually pretty risky. Valen goes completely unchecked on the drop from heaven.
Absolutely stellar work from Valen.
4 in a row for G2. One more to tie things up. Nongshim, a rinse and repeat. Baby Bay able to slow things down here as counter util, but this time around, this is catch. Danby's ahead of it.
Yeah, Danby now let off the leash. This is where the problems begin. If he gets to play his game with Francis slicing through middle. It leaves just 2 alive. Valen, the backbone in some of these rounds, now stands basically against 5 players.
Where's your anchoring now? Valen has to go huge to make this doable in a 2v5.
And they're looking to punish Trent.
Yeah.
He can get 1. Oh my God, he could have gotten more, but he does only get 1. And now does that then turn their attention? Or do they bullishly work their way forward? Valen doesn't know it. Now he does! Peekaboo from Danby. And that's all it takes.
Second approach towards A. Just that slight adjustment on the timing early on from Danby. Beautiful learning on the fly from them. And Francis, I mean, another situation where he's just teed up. Doesn't even need to transfer this time. The response found double digits for Nongshim.
Needed that one, though. Felt like they were in a bit of a drought. Felt like the build back was certainly happening, and G2 still within touching distance. Don't think they're not. And the battle in middle begins, and already Danby once again dealt with. Difference coming in the form of Leaf this time. Follow-up found as well. Looking out of sorts here.
Really off timing in terms of the paranoia. You can see nobody's affected until Danby's fully dead. Maybe relying a little too much on that early utility, the flash and the stun. Still 3 players for Nongshim. Alive and kicking. Very healthy, but the full force of G2 on the other side.
Leaf solid, shouldering this deeper by stairs. Valorant needs to be careful to not get caught out in case he steps too far. I don't know if he got seen. It looks like
posted,
Exros is on it. So now he should be on red alert, considering he got contact over towards Leaf. Spins around, but he is already seen, right? That was the issue there. Jaw now going to be called into attention as well. Nongshim not particularly afraid, but caution being aired here. Valen does get outdone. Leaf on 3. As RB, the last remaining Bastion, but that spike being where it is a problem. 2 players waiting. Oh, quick grab on that. All right, fast hands, but you got to be fast on that trigger. If you want a chance in this, seized and held G2. Banking on Leaf for a bit of brilliance, but he's got him there. And that felt like a little bit of a misstep.
Yeah, the timing here, you can see the paranoia just landing as Leaf catches the headshot, and then he's teed up for Francis, right? Issue being, Danby can't succeed on some of these pacier hits. Nobody can really go alongside him. A default maybe of over-reliance on Danby delivering there with the judge. So, I mean, let's be honest, before we found 3 in a similar situation, certainly expect him to deliver again there if the paranoia does connect. Spam back through this orb, but nobody on G2 willing to greet that. Jorgamo a little curious towards B main.
I like the space taking. Good reaction. RB is on the case. This has been his complete area of control, but he's gone down. So the reactive play from Nongshim wants to go towards heaven, but then you've got Valen here. You've got Leaf deep on CT. You don't even have B main control. So surely you can't go that way. Are they trying to fake this? They absolutely are. Gonna maybe set something up towards the A side, but look at the passive hold from G2.
Baby will be identified here. Yeah, able to recall back out. But it gives Danby an opportunity to backfill that space now, get posted up close and personal with the judge.
Trying to hold that CT space. Here come all the ults, putting everything on the line. They look for the fight back through CT, but they flood out through heaven. This is nice. But they still need to clear the pit. Baby Bay going to be put to work here. Can he find him in time? Leaf's got 1. Baby Bay brilliant, clearing out, but Danby back into the case, back into action, back doing work. Diffuse is going to be perfectly fine in the end. Numbers sitting secure for G2, who've made it back up all even.
Instantaneous response here from G2. No hesitation about the plan. The Divide just cutting off the backside of this pit. Not even sure how those first 2 kills even came to be.
Yeah. This is a really resilient showing from G2. I have to say it as well. Overall, after that first half, I was concerned. I was worried they might have been a little bit out of it, dazed and confused. But there is quality.
Back in this position where we're almost questioning some of the depth in approach here for Nongshim. G2, like I said, in terms of the war of attrition, they are kind of on top in a few of these pacier, hyper-aggressive takes.
Trent might be caught on a bit of an awkward timing here. Does get towards CT, and the Prowler really well timed. Danby, they are reading how this guy wants to play. There's 3 players posted towards this position. And X-Ross outdoes, well, Jorgamo outdoes him, should I say. So again, they are reading this well. G2 can't walk back into this too lightly, though, because there is still threat here. Danby's taking a lot of damage, but they want this brawl, and that's great from G2. The read is there, Mike. They are understanding the intention.
Just playing range, tuck back in. RB's going to be able to slip to sight, find the plant here. Ivy, rifle in hand. Can they recover this? It's a 3v5, but Able to stabilize for a moment here.
And Francis?
Oh my god.
Hello, Jaw. Jaw's got him dead. Good follow-up from RB, but the numbers are just so strong. This would need miraculous work from Ivy. Stunned up and seen. He has been put to bed as G2 actually taking the lead here. It took 21 rounds for them to truly look in form, but now they've hit it. I don't know if Nongshim have an answer, Mike.
It's starting to dial things back a little bit on the side of G2. He said reading the situation perfectly. Danby just chomping at the bit. Rabid in approach. Try and make that Bucky work. That's 3 rounds in a row now for G2. Couple of ultimates now online. Lacking in that department for Nongshim. And back to the drawing board. Maybe see a rinse and repeat of that previous take towards Heaven. Where is she being now? Do you full send it into a pit?
Leaf.
Oh!
Okay, yeah, I thought he was on the money for that
Yeah.
one. Absolutely not. Danby somehow gets the better of him here, and that feels like the first time they've had a player to the good with no trade in quite some time.
Francis as well, actually still on 78 HP. Obviously, Decay made that look a lot worse than it was. Still 3 players positioned towards A, so correct read from G2 here. Going to be well positioned to deal with this audible call.
Right place. They're going to give up the site. This is the exchange that almost is agreed upon, but Baby Bay vulnerable, still wins the fight. Ivy looking to trade it back in, but he can't deal with the pressure. Ult comes down on top, and they're going to try and shut down on one of them. It's Ivy to fall. G2 with a vice-like grip, trying to claw back into this round.
Oh my god!
Danby, what is that? And now just Jaw, who was so far away from this,
30 seconds
having to
left.
slowly work his way back over. And it felt like a break. It felt like a breath of fresh air. But Jorgamo, I don't think you're going to get past Francis. You can't! 11-11. The depth is there from Nongshim, making it count when it matters.
You even noted the first time really they got away scot-free with an opening engagement. Some damage, yes, but a great catch here onto Leaf. Danby just comes alive, and I mean the cat. It's rare you see him have to take a second shot with a judge. He just lands the opener. A turn of pace at the right moment in the round. Wrong for G2, but
Yeah.
operator there.
Yeah, did he? He's gone for the Vandal for now. 5 more seconds to make up his mind. I think. Look at the mid start though, coming out from G2 as well. Are they expecting presence down here? They're going to put bodies behind it, but you can see that this is a late look back. So this could be again a bit of a brawl here. Danby not too far away, and Baby Bay does have backup. There is a squad, there is a firing squad, and Danby's taking damage. Oh, it's lovely. Baited into the swing, and the punish comes in. Oh my God, RB. You are mad. You are absolutely mad for that one. And it looks all out of sorts. Nongshim looking shaky in this.
Another round when G2 just run away right out of the timeout. Beautiful read and a catch in mid. Now Leaf set up here with a shorty.
It should be 12. Leaf, right place, right time, and a dose of their own medicine. 2 quick kills, handling the pressure in middle, and you saw that bait in action, the swing on it, and then just standing top middle. Jorgamo with a smile on his face saying, yeah, good luck getting Baby Bay. We're here ready.
Even here, see Ivy trying to catch the backside of this towards A, but it amounts to absolutely nothing. G2 looking to seal the deal here with series point. Stingers in hand for Danby and RB. A couple of these pace changes just not landing for Nongshim. And well, solution being stick an extra body here.
Couldn't do it with 4, let's try it with 5. And Danby gonna be sent in towards those vents. They've re-cleared over towards B main as a kind of exchange of space for G2. So they can post Trent up towards this, keep it on a bit of a deeper line. So if they do come back this way,
Which they are.
Could either be an early warning signal or the downfall of Nongshim. What can Trent do about this?
They can't identify him early.
No tools for it, really.
No.
Ooh, but a shot like that will do the job. Does this open up enough? Valen has been magic, though, at dealing with this, right? He's always good for one. It feels like he gets a number up here. That's the ult for Exros, though. A couple of key tools now, but look at Ivy as well. This could be everything they dreamed of. Danby trying to identify the players on the side. They've got him dead to rights. Danby doing magic work here for Nongshim. And of course, OT looking likely, as Baby Bay would have to go wild on this. And Danby, oh my God, he's deleted. Go on, Baby Bay. Let's see what you've got for us. He's put him on notice. He's put him on notice! Whoa,
oh my
Ivy!
God!
You were so late to the party, but you made it there eventually. God damn!
Ivy toying with the timing here. Allowing Baby Bay to isolate two 1v1s.
Francis, though, that shot
Jesus.
to remove Trent from the matter. Look at this.
Another situation, but Valen gets two again, by the way.
He's a miracle worker, that man. It shouldn't have been that close, but Baby Bay put, like, and again, if you're Baby, I don't blame you for not expecting him to swing from there.
Ivy's way off in terms of the timing here. Like I said, I think he's almost expecting a swing from maybe boxes or hell, but yeah, thank God for that. It's only Baby Bay second guessing that allows Nongshim to force overtime here on the
real wherewithal on the Nongshim side. I thought they were toast, if I'm honest, in that second half. They are certainly not. They've dragged it back, and G2 have to once again pull themselves back together.
Turn of pace here for Nongshim. Look at the pressure right towards this extremity here. Leaf shut down. Trent found as well. More aggression on the side of Nongshim will spur on Baby Bay elsewhere.
Nice. Big hit from Baby Bay, though, but that was bloodthirsty on the other side of the map, but they've got a little window of opportunity. Jaw caught off guard a little bit by CT, expects to swing from heaven. Not there yet. Oh my God, this is bold work. Francis has been filthy, and he is patient on this in case someone tried to swing. It's not to be. Looking at the options here, Valen shut down as well. Nongshim just hitting hard after that. Going into OT, they have absolutely sent a message. We have no fear, and we will fight you on every front.
Ray looking for something outside the smoke here, but nobody to greet him. Nongshim just letting this clock run down, force Baby Bay a little further forwards.
God, he was close before, but this is so difficult with these numbers, man. Okay, Baby Bay, this would need to be an ace.
Well, one more for the ult.
Gonna fall 30 seconds
Spike.
left.
Danby. Be the next point of action, potentially actually a drop from heaven. He's being toyed with, and X-Ross, the one to secure the first round in OT, being Nongshim in the lead.
G2 just caught off guard here. Trent and Leaf just dismantled so early on. I mean, look at the investment here. It's just overwhelming for only two members. Like I said, it spurred things on towards B for sure, but it's only one kill from Baby Bay. It's not enough impact to really swing things back in their favor, and G2 will call another two here maybe with it. They have Baby Bay and Trent here to hold down the fort for the time being. And TP towards Suez, maybe not early commitment on the back of this, but he is going to drift onto the angle.
Oh, there it is. What a surprise! As Francis just opens up the account. G2, it's panic stations here. Man to the good early, sight under control, and Francis goes
what a catch
hunting.
From Leaf.
Big work from Leaf. Backbone player, him and Valen, in my mind, have been essential to G2's success. X-Ross is on the way, slow and steady. He doesn't need to hurry yet. G2 need to get themselves on the same page, but he is getting closer. Oh, B, Waiting for the swing timing here. It's time to go. G2 up for the fight. Danby waiting, takes down Jaw. 3 players, and of course, it's Danby at the helm of their destruction as Trent, last man alive. A 1v2 Trent. This is a lot to ask of anyone, and it's not gonna happen. Nongshim, it took a long time to get here, but my God, do they make